My first sport was actually soccer at 3. It was in a gym. It's like an indoor gym. We had goals set up or whatever, the net that you kick the goal into or kick the ball into. And my first ever game, I went and tackled a kid, and from then on, my parents made me play football. Because from being 3-4 years old, I thought that's what I was doing. Even I just was like, why are they kicking the ball around? Just went out there and I tackled a kid. From then on, I played football, and I ain't turned back yet.
Now Nix is going to throw left side. It's picked off. Phillips walked. Wow.
Intercepted by Phillips. Clark Phillips down the sideline. The freshman cuts it back. Phillips for the end zone. Touchdown, Utah.
So first I went to St. John Bosco, private schools, all boys, completely different from the school I ended up at. Wanted to go play with my little brother. We're 14 months apart, identical almost. People say that we are twins, and so I went to play with him. So my sophomore year, transferred to La Habra High School. It's a smaller school, but it's an open campus, so it's completely different from Bosco being a private school, gated, all that stuff, all boys. And started every snap from the moment I got on campus as a sophomore and all the way through my senior year. Started getting offers. One of the biggest games I had 3 pick sixes. That right after that game, it was the next morning, I'm sitting in there in the living room, and Coach Demetrius Martin called me from UCLA, DB coach, and he offered me. And after that, I probably got 10, 15 offers within about 2 weeks. It's cool and all to have so many offers, and it was so dope, but after a while, I'm like, all right, now it's time to start getting serious about what schools I could actually see myself going to.
Part of the decision-making process is where can I go where I have the best chance to develop as a player and have a chance to go to the NFL, and Ohio State has shown that to be the case.
So Ohio State, I was committed there, and one of the biggest reasons was I felt comfortable with the coaches. I felt really, really good about the staff. Jeff Hafley was the DC and the cornerbacks coach, and he kind of laid out a plan for me, and I felt good about going and playing for him and Coach Ryan Day and stuff. And so when 3 or 4 weeks before signing day came around, he got a job offer and he decided to take it. He kind of told me like he was going to end up taking it. And I didn't want to go to a school that I didn't know who the DB coach was going to be, and I didn't know who the D coordinator was going to be at the moment. Like, I had to really do some self-reflection and conversations and prayer with my family, because I had to make sure that I was making the right decision. So when I decommitted from Ohio State silently and talked to my family, I'm like, okay, if I'm a flip, like, I don't want to just go across the country and leave my mama, whatever. But at the same time, I was gonna have to be okay with that. And so it just so happened, that it ended up working out perfect.
It's time to look to the future, and Clark Phillips is a key piece in that future.
On my birthday, I remember pulling up, and we had already had the conversation, me and my family, and I just remember saying what I had to say, saying my little speech, and then putting on the Utah hat, and it was just crazy because who would have thought, even for me, it's a surreal moment.
He's the highest rated recruit ever signed by Utah football.
I'd say from the moment that I declared, which was a dream come true in itself, because it was something I wanted to do all my life. I knew when the time came I was going to do it. And I needed to put together a great season. I needed to put together a film that I felt confident with, and I did so. I did great things, and I accomplished the goals that I wanted to accomplish, and I knew it was time. I knew if I got invited to the combine, I was going to show out, I was going to have fun, and I was going to enjoy myself, and like I said before, that was a dream come true as well.
This is an important time for Clark Phillips. It's a good one. Yeah, it's a solid time. It reminded me a little bit of Darnay Holmes when he was coming out of UCLA.
The 2023 NFL Draft is now officially open.
So the first day, we kind of just watched it as a family, like my immediate family. So my dad, my mom, my brother, my sister. And the second day, we had kind of our little, what we call a party. It was probably only 30 people, but it was just, my extended family / people that came in from out of town. And so it was like, second day was tough. It was like, dang, we're sitting around and we're enjoying it. And so I tried my hardest to really just enjoy the whole thing and be happy for everybody. But I'm sitting there, like, dang, when is my name going to get called?
Clark.
How
How you doing?
Good. How you doing, man?
Man, great.
You want to be a Falcon?
Man, let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Hey, we're going to turn this pick in right here, man. We can't wait to get you down here, and we know how you're going to go to work, man. You're going to be a part of something special, all right?
Yes, sir. I'm ready to go.
With the 113th pick in the 2023 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Clark Phillips III, defensive back, Utah.
When I heard my name called, I was the happiest kid ever,
The Clark Phillips pick, cornerback out of Utah. You may not know a lot about him, but this kid's a playmaker.
I don't think it's fully even sunk in yet. It'll probably sink in even more when I have my first game, but it's just so crazy. We're here now. One thing I know for sure is everyone's hungry. Coming to a team where a lot of guys are new and there's a lot of new faces, everyone's going to be, bringing a lunch pail every single day to work, and I can assure I'm going to do the same thing. And then it's just going to be a competitive environment. That's what I look forward to, and being around guys that are leaders and being around guys that are going to be committed and consistent.